What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. Today I wanted to make a video on how to finally master HTML and CSS to the point where you can confidently build any design that anybody throws at you, okay? The reason that I wanted to make this video is because I've been getting like a lot of messages and good comments from you guys. But a lot of people, they're like, "Oh, thank you. This is the best." On when I do like front end mentor tutorials, they're really thankful. They're really nice. I get a lot of other people that send me messages that are like, "Hey, can you please do this challenge, or can you please do this, or do that, or do this?" And I'm happy to make the videos, and that's nice. But you are never gonna get to the point where I'm at, where I can just look at a design and build it in front of you guys. No matter what it is, you're never going to get to that point with your HTML and CSS until you just take it upon yourself to turn off all the tutorials, find a design, and just go build it yourself and struggle and go through the struggle. But I promise you, the first time that you build that whatever website you want to build, and I'm going to give you examples of what to do, the first time that you ever do it completely on your own and it looks good and it's responsive and everything, it is, first of all, it's the greatest feeling in the world. I still remember the day, and I'm going to show you the very first website here that I ever built by myself. It was an Airbnb clone of just like their home landing page. And I built this back in 2020. But this was like the first, and I just built the landing page. I didn't like build the whole website with all the functionality. I just did the HTML and CSS of the first landing page. That project, I think it took me like 2 weeks to finally get it all done to what it was looking like identical. But that made me feel awesome. It boosted my confidence. It made me actually kind of feel like I was like becoming a real developer. And that project is where the light bulb just clicked. Like, all of a sudden, when it came to like breaking down a design and how to build stuff out, I still wasn't the best yet. And this is my code right here. This is actually the code. I just downloaded it from my old GitHub. And we're going to go live. I'm going to show you what it looked like. And I'm sure that this code and some of the CSS, if I was to look at it today, I wouldn't build it this way. It's probably not the perfect way to do it, but damn it, like I did it. Like, see, I can already tell like these line breaks, this isn't right. I would never use line breaks in my HTML today, but using them in this project, it looks good, but that is not good practice. But that's besides the point. And that's the other point I want to make. Even if it's not perfect and it's not like up to professional standards, if you can just build it, dude, like seriously, who cares? Like, don't worry about having perfect semantic HTML or the perfect whatever. There's a million ways to do everything in code. And all that matters is that you get the project done. Like if you're freelancing, making money, your clients don't know how to code. They wouldn't even know like that you weren't doing stuff like perfect. They wouldn't care. They just want the end result. Okay. Same thing for a company. Like if they give you a project, they might have coding standards or whatever, but especially if you're new, they're not going to expect you to be perfect right away. And what matters most is just getting the job done, okay? So, yeah, just really, for you guys that keep asking me to do different kind of stuff, like, I just want to challenge you. Go off on your own after you watch this video. And either the easiest way to do this is to clone. Don't even do front-end mentor challenges. Like, turn that stuff off. Find a popular website that you go to a lot. And it can be like Airbnb like I did. It can be like eBay.com, Amazon.com, Microsoft.com, and just build out the homepage. Don't build the whole website out. You're not going to be good enough to do that anyway, probably. But just build out the raw HTML, CSS like front page with the nav bar and everything and make it responsive, okay? So I'm going to show you what this project looked like. So I'm going to go live here and we're going to look at it together. So this was what Airbnb's homepage pretty much looked like in 2020. So I'm going to get out of my code. I launched the project and this is just on my local server here, but this was what I built, guys, as like a brand new just learning developer that was still trying to find my way and not really even knowing if I was ever going to be good enough to do this because, dude, this, just for me to get to this point, I put myself in what's called tutorial hell for like a year of just watching people build stuff and looking at videos on about positioning for HTML and CSS elements, how to position stuff side by side, just every little thing you can think of. I was just going around in circles and circles and circles trying to find information, but it never ever clicked in my head how to do it until I just went off on my own, used Google when I got stuck, and just got through it. So this was it. This is the desktop version, so pretty good. I mean, even looking at this today, even though I know some of the code probably isn't the best behind the scenes, this looks damn good. And I remember struggling. This part here killed me for like a week. Like 1 week alone, just getting the images to position this way. And I didn't use like any frameworks or anything like that. This is just raw HTML and CSS. I ended up using Grid for this, and I eventually figured out how to get all these images positioned this way. But and doing it today, I could do this way faster. I know exactly how to do it, but man, this was a pain in the ass. And we'll go down. So, and this is a pretty good sized landing page, but this is what Airbnb looked like in 2020. And you can use if you want to go to waybackmachine.com, you can go to type in Airbnb, and then it'll give you the calendar. Go back to 2020, and this is the page you'll be looking at. I think I might have left a couple things off, but I'm really, even like I said, looking back at this now, I remember that feeling when after I built this, it wasn't perfect, but dude, after this, I knew I could take any design that anybody can give me and duplicate it in HTML and CSS, which that's the first thing that you need to do even before you worry about programming or JavaScript. If you're going to be a developer, a front-end developer, or somebody that tries to like make money at this, you should at least be able to take anything and just make any design with raw HTML and CSS. That's a really good skill to have, because that allows you to edit other websites, really understand code, and it's an essential skill in my opinion. I know there's like a lot of low code or no code services, and you can use those too, but really learning how to do this with any website, just break down a design and code it out yourself, is a really important skill. So we can view, let's right click and go to inspect. Let's see how it looks mobile. Hopefully it looks good. I don't even know. Okay, so the only thing I would fix is this bar. I don't know if it should be all the way up here. Should probably be some margin here, but maybe that was the original design. I don't know, but yeah. So we can see this is their mobile view for this. This kind of looks like a mobile app, but this was like what the website looked like mobile. So pretty good, man. I pat myself on the back from 5 years ago. Yeah, about 5-6 years ago now. Good job, Nick. Looks pretty good, man. Like, not bad for a relatively new guy that finally built something on his own. Let's see if a landscape mode. Yeah, so it looks the same. So maybe this would just need some margin on top, but again, this might have actually been the design, because I probably did it. Knowing me, I wanted everything to be perfect, so this is probably how it looked. So, yeah. So this is the first ever project I ever built. So, again, this really made the light bulb click on how to do this. So today, if you wanted to do exactly what I did, which I recommend you do, turn off all the tutorials and just build something by yourself. Like I said, just go to like a popular website and clone it. So this is, you can do Airbnb like I did. So let's just look at what it looks like today. It looks pretty similar. Look at that. It looks really similar. And you'll notice that like mine, so if you see this up here, this is different than it used to be, I think. But for anything that you don't know how to do, let's look at mine. Yeah. So see, this wasn't exact. I just used some HTML for this instead of having guests. Like, it's a little fancier. This probably uses React. If it's something that's advanced like this, where you click on this and then it pops this up, but let's say you don't really know JavaScript yet and you don't know how to do that, skip that part. That's fine. Just do what I did. Use whatever HTML and CSS you can and just make something there. Okay, make it functional. Just skip it. Do not get hung up on that. That's another really important tip. If you don't know how to do something yet and you can't figure it out, do your best. Make that section still look professional and move on. That's okay. All right? That's fine. So yeah, like today, so this is what it looks like today. So again, if I was a new developer, if I was going to do this, I would clone this today. Again, see how when we hover over here and it's got some JavaScript where you can scroll through and look at different pictures? Don't worry about that stuff. You're not there yet. That's fine. Just take these raw pictures and put them in a grid like this, and then do the text and then go to the next section. Same thing. You would just take all these pictures, put them in, use grid or flexbox, keep rolling, and then just keep going. Just whatever you can for sure figure out, do it. If it's JavaScript and you're not at JavaScript yet, skip it. Just make it look professional and move on. Don't get hung up on stuff. Okay? So that's Airbnb. Again, another one that's popular, like maybe like ebay.com. See what that looks like. Maybe just build the homepage for eBay. So this design right here will really get you good. So I don't even know if these will be here because I'm signed into my account. But again, you can try to clone this stuff again. See if you get to something like this. Just put an image here with the same shape and try to get these icons in here, but they don't have to work. Just put some image in there with the text. This stuff doesn't have to work. Just put the HTML and CSS. Don't worry about getting the scroll, okay? Just keep trucking. So that's eBay. So if you wanted to, you could clone ebay.com, amazon.com homepage. And these are going to look different because this is like stuff that I shop for, but you get the idea. Just clone the front page of a popular website. What else would be one? Like Microsoft.com. That's a good one. Make Microsoft, guys. Do something. Just clone this on your own. Turn off all tutorials. Clone it. Okay. If you want other inspiration for like a website that give you design, you can try Dribbble.com. So it's Dribbble, Dribbble. Click on it. And go to inspiration and like landing page. There you go. And these are like professional designers that just submit designs that they made. And this is like a website where you can hire designers. So you can just type landing page up here and then just open this stuff up. And look, and these might be a little advanced if you're super new, but when you get more familiar, just try to clone stuff like this, okay? So this is like a landing page that this guy designed. Look at that. It just shows you what it looks like. You can just look at it, and it's not going to be for just eyeball it and see if you can build it. I think you can even go to like web design up here, and it's got other stuff. Yeah, so it's the same. So you can click this page. You can look at build this page. Build this design. Look at the design and build it if you want. There's other websites. I think it's UI Design Daily. Yeah, it's UI Design Daily. And it's the same thing. It's kind of similar to Dribbble. You can just enlarge images. Like, let's say you like this, or maybe you want to clone this. See if you can clone this. Okay. Let's see what the image is. Just the whole image. So, and you don't have to worry about getting these images. Just make images that look like this and put text in here. You don't got to worry about cloning it exactly. Something like this would really test. It looks complicated, but it's not. This would be flexbox, margin top to bring it down, margin top to bring it down, probably. And again, you'll get good at breaking stuff down like that just by looking at it. When you actually turn the tutorials off and build it yourself, that's the only way you're going to get to that level of just breaking stuff down quick. Oh, another one that I really like is Unbounce. Unbounce.com has like a bunch of landing page examples. And I'll link all this stuff down in the description so you can visit it yourself. But this is 2024 40 best landing page examples. So you can just like click on that. So this one is called Com. Enlarge it. Look at that. Just copy this design. Make something similar to this, okay? And how you can do this when it comes to cloning websites, let's say you want to get the colors for everything, but you don't have like a design software that's going to give you the colors. What you can do is take a screenshot. So on Mac, it's Shift Command 4. And let's get that button and this in here. I'm just going to take a little screenshot of this part of this website. And then you can use online tools to help you get the colors that you'll need. So you can go to a website called HTML Color Detector and upload from computer. I'm going to grab the screenshot I just took. Should be this one. And then look, you paste your screenshot in there, and then you can get the colors. So like for this purple button, there's the purple hex code. For this green button, it would be this hex code. And so on and so forth. For this gradient, you can get this and then select this color and then go to like a CSS gradient generator and type those two colors in and make the gradient for it. And again, this will get you really good. So you would paste your colors in here and make different gradients, and then it'll spit the code out for you right here. You don't have to memorize how to write a gradient. This is in real development. You're not memorizing this stuff, guys. You're just using resources online to help get the job done. Again, it's all about just getting the job done, okay? When it comes to getting images that you'll need, so let's go back to the Microsoft example. Let's say, hey, man, I need these images so I can actually clone it so it looks the same. All you have to do is right-click, open image in new tab, and there's the image. So you did right click and then you can save image as. You can save this to your local machine. Save. And this is how you get all the images. So what you would do is go through and save all of these images and get them and put them in your little whatever folder file that you're building this in. And that's how you get the images. It's that simple. So you can get this image, open image, file, and then right click again, save image as. Okay. Try to get all the images you can to make it look. That's how I built the Airbnb page, to make it look as close to the other thing as possible. If there's images that you can't get, just substitute it for some image from some other like website, like pixabay.com. Come in here, get a stock photo that matches kind of close to what the real image is, and use that. Not a big deal. Just, like I said, keep moving on. That's not important. Just keep trucking. When you don't know how to do stuff and you get stuck, Google it. Okay? Go to Google, type in your question, how to put HTML elements side by side. Enter. Here's another resource that you're going to use a lot. Stack Overflow. This is like the number one like help search engine for coders, basically. Okay. I'm trying to think. This is like the open AI for web development, but it's not an AI. It's like real people that have answered every single question you can have about web development for the last 20 years, 25 years, however long this website's been up. Whenever you type in a question about code, usually Stack Overflow is going to be your number one. You'll click on it. The people will ask the question up here, like, here's my HTML and CSS. Why isn't it working? Or how do I do this? And then if you scroll down, you'll get an answer. Detailed answer from some other user. And they provide all kinds of good answers here. Okay? Usually the ones with the green check mark are the one that you want to do. That's like the best one. This guy's using floats, which I wouldn't recommend. But right here. Does this guy use Flexbox? Oh, it says float. There we go, display flex. So they eventually tell you how to do it. Sometimes you just got to read the answer. But yeah, these are like real users that will help you, okay? Another one would be like W3 Schools will come up a lot. Another really good website to learn how to do stuff. I use this one a lot too. But yeah, so that's basically it, guys. Just want to let you guys know, like, thank you for watching the tutorials that I do, but don't rely on me to drop a new video to like do a challenge. Like, you need to turn everything off if you're going to be a real developer and start going through the school of hard knocks and figure this stuff out by yourself, okay? So again, I'm going to link all of the resources that I talked about in this video down in the description. You can visit them there. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're about to hit 400 subscribers. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks.